Hey, what's up guys? My name is Andrew and I'm designing a 2D ARPG I call The Colony, and this is really just a devlog update video. So nothing technical, but I haven't produced any updates really in YouTube in a couple weeks. I do have stuff in my itch.io channel, which I'll leave in the description below, but hey, let's get into it. This week marks about the 3-month mark that I've been working on this project from start to finish, and what that really means is I decided on a game engine, so I decided on Godot. I had no idea how anything worked. That included doing tutorials, coming up with a design document, coming up with my own process, and then more so what that discipline looks like. What's really cool about this iteration, I think this is like in a demo mode now. So I have the entire first area completed, minus a few things I still need to build. Here I have the inventory section, and it's going through a rework entirely. That really means is I still want to discover what kind of font I want to use. I still want to discover what kind of layout I want to use, and I have most of the items already selected in terms of what do I want in the game. You know, we have bombs that could destroy blocks. We have a hook shot. So this one I just call it the quantum grapple because it just sounds sci-fi to me. We have med packs. Here's a gas mask, and then finally here's like a night vision module that you put on your mask. We have key cards. So here's a level 3 key card. All it just says I could open up to level 3 doors. Here's I changed this from like belt to passive, so these items are always active. The middle one, I don't have anything yet for it though, but it might be like dungeon keys. And finally, we have our weapons. And then let's say if I were to equip something, this is going to be my secondary. Just this third slot, I don't have anything selected, or I don't have anything built, but this is just something I'm thinking like maybe like an armor buff or whatnot. So let's go ahead and let's go back outside. So, you know, we already know we have these enemies. We have enemies that now shoot at you. If you hurt him, he rushes you. And I put like an invincibility layer for now. Part of the quest is we need to get this hookshot to cross onto the other side. But let's go ahead and go back. And really, I just want to talk about the items in this section really quick. So, you know, here I have our hookshot, and I'm like totally stealing it from Zelda, by the way, but you know, here's our battery power. It does take up to 10 battery, so I have 12 out of 12 battery. We use it, it takes 12, and there's a cooldown period. Same thing with the bombs. So let me just go to an area that does have like destroyable bombs, and it's going to be here. And if you're wondering why is this Irish Nightfall appearing for so long, I set the day-night cycle to 5 minutes. And let me just clear out these baddies because they're going to keep respawning at nighttime. And I'm still going through balancing, like how often should they spawn, or what kind of enemies should spawn. So let me just pause the video. All right, so I'm back. So right now it is 3 a.m. and on the back end I have where baddies spawn from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. All right, so here I have my bomb selected, and we have these cracked walls. We could just drop this bomb and then watch the walls explode. And now we created a shortcut, or we could find a secret that way. Since it is nighttime, I'm going to go ahead and quit my night vision. And every couple seconds, it's going to drain your battery until there's going to be no battery left. It's going to automatically unequip your night vision. So right now it's 6 a.m. If I were to unequip it anyways, it's daylight. But part of the quest is going inside to the prison complex, and you don't have power turned on. So they're telling you, hey, you need to turn on the power. So An idea is like, hey, you know what? We could equip this night vision, makes it just a little bit easier to see, right? Or another item, we could equip our gas mask, and we could see that it makes it a little bit harder to see. And then over time, this gas mask is going to fog up. So when I right click, it's going to clear up my gas. I'm just going to wait till, okay, so Iris lets us know, hey, you know what? Our gas mask is foggy. Let's go ahead and right click. And it's basically the equivalent of the player wiping his gas mask clean. All right, and then here's an area that has poison. And if I were to look at our inventory, we have our gas mask. Actually, let's go ahead and just heal up really quick. Let's equip our gas mask. And now we're going to see our vision is a little bit hindered. And that's kind of the beauty of this gas mask is, you know what, like, it does protect you from poisonous gas in the area or other sort of gases. And over time, it's going to fog up. So I purposely left this right click here so that way it's an indicator for the user, you know what, we need to clear up our gas mask. So Iris is letting us know that, you know what, your gas mask is foggy. So let's go ahead and clear that up, and it gets a little more clear. Here's the gas mask. Right now it's going to have no effect on me, but let's go ahead and unequip the gas mask, and then we could see our oxygen meter slowly diminish because we're holding in our breath and now we're breathing in poisonous gas. So let's go ahead and equip the gas mask. Our oxygen meter is going to regain again, and we're safe to be in this area. I also built different rooms that we could go inside, really explore what is inside, right? So obviously something terrible has happened. Let's go back outside. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and stop this all together. And I kind of want to talk about my progress, like how I keep track of things and whatnot. Here is a really simple example. I did go through a playthrough, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'll take a screenshot and just write some notes. Say, what do I have to do if they're going to be short term that I could do on the spot? And once I'm done with this, I literally just delete this and move on. Next, here I have, I'm using Azure DevOps, and this is how I keep track of things that I need to work on, upgrades, and whatever the case may be. So if we go to like our top node, here I made a section for, hey, this is for the entire game that I have to, you know, either work on or make that's going to impact different, you know, it's going to affect different aspects of the game. Marketing, not really much. It's just create a Steam page, make a trailer. But then I have the different worlds. And this is, you know, for sure I'm going to have the prison, lab, military complex, a couple others. I don't know if I'm going to switch these out, though. These are just still in the design phase. But really, the prison is pretty much done, except for the boss. So I'm still coming up with what that boss is going to look like. And then we could see within World 1, you know, I'm working on Dungeon Floor 1. It's going through some balancing. Coming up with different enemy types because I want to have some enemies same throughout the entire world, but others are going to be dedicated to whatever area that they're in. I still need to include a map, and within that map, you know, I want to have like a compass, you know, give the player some indication of like where might there be possible secrets within the dungeon, because, you know, I want my game to be filled with, you know, little Easter eggs and secrets and whatnot, like explodable walls, and then you get to a new room, you find some bonuses. If I go to like entire game foundational, you know, I do have some defects that I identified and I recorded them here. So that way I know like, hey, you know what, when I get time to work on defects, this is when I'll go through this list. And you know, all sorts of different things too. But really, I use Paper, I use Azure DevOps, I use Draw.io, Paint, anything that really helps me keep track and move this project forward. But all right, guys, I'm going to make a short demo of the game, and it's going to end halfway through, you know, my first area, which is the prison complex, just to give you guys an idea what it's like to play it if you guys are interested. It's going to be within itch.io. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Once again, my name is Andrew, and thanks for watching this log.